Area Top Cops talk about the issues. Brought to you by Vantage Career Center. Contact us for information about the Police Academy at Vantage.
And we continue with Sheriff's Week out on the patio, and today we are visiting with Putnam County Sheriff Brian Siefker. And first of all, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Lynn.
You guys have a lot of job openings in your area, just as the other sheriffs this week that we have spoken to. You really want to find good individuals so that you can keep them long term.
Yes, we do. We have a couple openings right now. One in particular is a road patrol. You know, recruiting people is really hard to do. Seems like it's hard to find some good candidates. You know, years ago you'd have a stack of applications, but that's not the case anymore. Fewer and fewer people are being interested in going to law enforcement. I've talked to some gentlemen that help run academies, and they said, you know, the numbers are very low. Sometimes they even have to get a waiver to even put on an academy class. But even once they have those recruits, not necessarily all of them pass, you know, because they still have to pass the physical fitness and the written test. So if you have a class of 15, that doesn't necessarily mean that 15 are going to pass.
Absolutely. Now, what else do you have available besides the on-the-road officers?
We got some correction officers positions that may be coming up, but we just filled a dispatcher's position after our 911 coordinator, Captain Brad Brubaker, is retiring. So we got a new 911 coordinator now, so we filled the other spot with another dispatcher. So we should be setting good here for right now, but retaining those employees is hard to do sometimes. You try to keep your employees happy. We try to do whatever we can to do that, but sometimes that's kind of hard.
Absolutely. Now, something you wanted to talk about, and you might not really think about this being a problem, but it's the migrant workers and illegal immigrants that seem to come into your area because of the tomatoes and things like that, the produce that people are growing, and you've had an insurgence.
Yes, we've had an increase with undocumented immigrants. You know, Putnam County is the biggest producer of tomatoes and farming, and we also have like some mega farms that these immigrants work at. We noticed an increase of motor vehicle crashes where, you know, they don't have driver's license, they don't speak English, and even an increase of them leaving the scene after they cause these crashes. So it's frustrating enough that you're the victim of a motor vehicle crash that someone else caused, and then they leave the scene. So it's very frustrating. We had one last year where it was a fatal motor vehicle accident caused by these individuals, and it killed a father and a husband right in front of his wife and children. So that was very tragic.
Absolutely. So what can we do to prevent these situations from happening?
We just need to educate them. Hopefully, you know, they go out and get driver's license. We do have a couple translators on our station that can speak Spanish. Something I didn't know, how many dialects of Spanish there are. You know, it's not just one dialect, but there's different dialects of it. And we're just seeing all different types of immigrants coming in. And it's causing some problems.
And of course, school is back in session now, and that means the festivals are kind of going into high gear. Real quickly, as we're down to our last minute here, you want everyone to be having fun, but be safe while doing it.
Be safe. This weekend, we have the Glandor Park Festival and the Ottoville Park Carnival going on. And they do provide the black and white taxis from Lima here, just try to keep everybody safe. The weekend after that, they got the Pioneer, which is the oldest and the largest festival in the state of Ohio. And I even help sponsor the cabs, just try to keep everybody safe on that end.
All right. Well, thanks for your time today, Brian. I appreciate you making the drive down. And stay safe out there and tell your guys that we're behind them all the way.
Thank you very much, Lynn. I appreciate it.
All right. Brian Siefker of the Putnam County Sheriff's Department as we continue with our look at different sheriffs this week. And Holly is up next with a look at medical.